position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. A tackle. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, give on the inside. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Going to swing it on second down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown ball. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Washington wants to go quickly. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the...
Breaks into the open. Hauled down now, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. They're dealing with a second and long. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to keep.
Unleashes one deep. And they will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. At the 45 on his way. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Cobb. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have 2 teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the
open field on the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to get the 3. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Grabs it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Cobb. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
He'll pull it down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Washington right back to the line. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild 1st quarter. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Once Was loose. Offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job on the defense covering that thing up.
Looking downfield, it's Cobb. The throw to the outside is complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to run for it. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Washington wants to go quickly.
And they got the ground game working. This dude has been over 100 yards last week, and already now, 2 weeks in a row, this ground game really feeling it, understanding who they are, what they are, pounding the football and having a lot of success.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's first down from the 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Cobb. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off. That's number 10. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Plucks it out of the air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it for a big play. Breaks away in the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Quarterback keeper. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Cobb. Throws to the back. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so you've got to continue to play well within the conference.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35 to 10.
35, Washington, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Cobb. He's going to let it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
They're working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for 6. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the offense will take any help it can get. Thanks for the penalty. 2nd and goal, closer to the doorstep. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Cobb. Under fire. He's got him. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Up-tempo for the offense. Now they'll run the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's going for it all. Catch inside the 25. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Washington right back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's got some space. Quarterback trying to do it himself, but he will not get there. It'll be 4th down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Now the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose. It'll be a turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble and gets the stop on 4th down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Defense showing blitz here. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown balls. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or a...
He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.